Year 6, hope you're all doing okay. This is day 2 of your maths booklet and we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting fractions. Okay, we did look at them yesterday, but this lesson is just a little bit different. Okay, it goes on one step further. But let's just have a recap of yesterday's lesson. So if I was to have 2/3 and 4/6. Okay, think back to yesterday, what is it that I need to do? I need to make sure that the denominators are the same before I add them. So how can I make them the same? I need to find an equivalent fraction for this that has the denominator of 6. Okay, so make sure it is the same as this one. So how have I got from 3 to 6? I have times it by 2. Okay, so I'm going to times both the bottom and the top by 2. So 3 becomes 6, and then 2 times 2 is 4. So 4/6 add 4/6 is 8/6. And as you'll know from looking at your last pack, that is an improper fraction. Okay, so to simplify that, I can make that into a mixed number. And that would be 1 and 2/6. But either of those answers would be fine. Okay, they're both correct. It's just written differently. Okay, so that was yesterday's lesson. And this time, what if I had 2/3 and 1/4? Okay, they are both different like they were before, but I can't change just one denominator to make the other. I can't times 3 by anything to get 4. Okay, or I can't times or divide 4 by anything to get 3. So what do you think I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to change both of them. So like yesterday's lesson, we were finding equivalent fractions to be able to add them, but we only had to find one. This time we've got to change both of them. Okay, and I need to work out what denominator should I have. If it's not going to be 3 or 4, what should it be? So I'm going to think back to my multiplication knowledge, and I'm going to find my lowest common multiple. So I could think in my 4 times table. So I've got 4, 8s, 3 doesn't go into 8, so I can't have that. 12, 3 and 4 does go into that. So I'm going to have 12 as my denominator for both of those. Okay, so how have I got to 12? I've gone 4 times 3 to get to 12. So remember, whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So 1 times 3 is going to be 3. What have I done to this one to get 12? Because it's not the same. I haven't times 3 by 3 to get 12. That would be 9, wouldn't it? So what have we done to this one? 3 times 4 equals 12. Okay? So the top, I'm going to times by 4 as well. That would get me 8. So now I've got 8 twelfths, add 3 twelfths. And I can add those now because it's got the same denominator. That would be 11 twelfths. Okay, so this time, when we can't just change one of them, we might have to change both of them so we can add or subtract them. Okay, so let's have a look at a subtraction. I'll just get rid of this. So let's go for 2 8s, take away 2/3, take away 5/8. Okay, I need to find a common denominator. So that means a denominator that are in both, the same denominator. Okay, think of a lowest common multiple of 3 and 8. So you can think in your 8 times table, you've got 8, 16, 3 doesn't go into 16. Next one would be 24. 3 does go into 24. So I'm going to use 24 as my denominator for both. Now, whatever I've done to the bottom, I need to do to the top. So how did I get to 24? I've times it by 3, haven't I? So I need to times the top by 3. So 5 times 3 equals 15. The same with this one. How have I gone from 3 to 24? I've times it by 8. So 3 times 8 is 24. So the top 2 times 8 would be 16. So now I have a common denominator, so I can take those away. 16 take away 15 would leave me with 1/24. Okay? I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions, make sure you get in touch, so you can use our Year 6 email, or you can ring the school if you're really struggling. But let's see how you do, and I'm going to give a couple of questions on the board, and you can have a go at them. So first of all, you've got 5/6, take away 2/4, and have a go at 7/11 plus a half. So if you want to pause this video now and have a go at those two, and we'll look at the answers in a moment. Okay, right. You should have had a go at these two questions. So we've got an addition and a subtraction. Let's see if we've got the same answers. So I need to change both of these. So think about your lowest common multiple of 6 and 4. That would be 12. Okay, so we're going to have 12 for both denominators. So how have I got from 6 to 12? I have times it by 2, so I need to times 5 by 2, which would get me 10. I have then got my second fraction. How have I got from 4 to 12? I've times it by 3. So I'm going to times the top by 3. That would get me 6. So I've now got 10/12 take away 6/12. And 10 take away 6 equals 4/12. Okay, and again, if you can simplify that fraction, that'd be really good, because that gives us a bit of practice then of our other knowledge. So if you could simplify that fraction, it would be 1/3. Okay, because I've divided the top and the bottom by 4, which gets me 1/3. So let's have a look at this one. What is my lowest common multiple of 11 and 2? It's going to be, so think of the 11 times table, 11, 22. 2 also goes into 22. So I'm going to choose 22 as my denominators. So how have I got from 11 to 22? I've times it by 2, so I'm going to times the top by 2. 7 times 2 is 14. Have a look at the second fraction. I've got 2 as my denominator here, and I need to get to 22. So I've times it by 11. So I need to times 1 by 11. That would get me 11. So add those two together. That is 25 22ths. Okay, that sounds a bit funny. So how can I now simplify this? As you notice, it is an improper fraction. So maybe I would want to change it to a mixed number. Do you want to have a go at doing that? See if you can do it quicker than I can. That would be 1 and 3/22. Okay, but again, either of those answers are fine. They are both the right answers. They're just written in different ways. Okay, right, it is now over to you in your pack of your day 2 lesson. So have a go at that, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.